I am in Seoul right now. I'm at Annie's house, or Annie Nova on Instagram and YouTube. After we did Adrian's house in Busan, Annie sent me a message and she said, can you help? My apartment feels like a jail cell. I really just don't know what to do with this space. Today we're starting with where I start when I don't know where to start, and I'm going to walk you through really my entire process, covering the realistic expectations of our apartment because of design setbacks, trying to map out furniture and see where it goes, starting with small victories. I don't have a very clear idea of how to work around all of these different setbacks that we have at this point, but I still have a place to start today, and I think after I tackle some of those things, I'll have a better idea of what I'm doing. So I'm going to take you guys through this. This is just going to be a very real look of what goes in, kind of behind the scenes of what goes into making over your apartment. I hope you guys are excited for the series. I'm so excited to have a new apartment to work some magic on. Annie is super open to kind of doing anything in her space, which I'm really excited for. And she's like way more open to color than I am in my home. So I'm really excited to maybe try a few fun new things in her apartment. This should be a really fun series. I hope you guys enjoy it. Make sure that you are subscribed to Annie on Instagram and on YouTube. All right, we have a lot to do today, so I've got to quit drinking my coffee and I've got to start. So welcome to Annie's home makeover. I just put something down here and I didn't realize the table wasn't connected and it tipped. So one thing we're gonna fix is this table. I'm so sorry. That's cleaned up. So that's gonna be one thing that we address in this securing table. I'm gonna walk you through Annie's apartment right now and just show you what we're working with, some of the really good things in our apartment, some of the setbacks, and definitely some things that we want to change about the space. So one of the really great things about Annie's apartment is that it was newly renovated and there's no mold at all in sight, which is very rare whenever you're moving into an office. Tell, been there, done that. So it's recently renovated, which is amazing, and she has no crazy like outrageous wallpaper, which is a thing in Korea, so that's going for her. And it's actually a pretty big space. What I'm noticing whenever I come into her space is that she doesn't have a lot of stuff, which I really love. There's not going to be a ton of decluttering that she needs to do, which is great. Very proud of you. So as you walk in here, you have her kitchen, which is very nice and new. There are a couple things that I noticed. One, this doesn't scream home whenever I walk in. It doesn't feel very cozy to me. I notice all of the stuff on the refrigerator. So we're gonna work on getting rid of that today. There's not a lot of stuff going on the cabinets. Whenever I opened up the cabinets, I could definitely tell they need a little bit of organizing, but it's not like completely overwhelming. This is so manageable. I think we can do this very quickly and we'll get that done today. Same for these cabinets. And then down here, seems like this is a mix of, actually I'm not really sure what's up there. Maybe she needs some red pepper before she comes out. Not sure. So we have that. I think these are all connected. I see that we have olive oil next to toilet bowl cleaner. In her bathroom, it is a wet bath, so we're working with that, and what that means in a wet bath is that things are always going to get wet. It's going to splash everywhere. We can't do anything about that. I want to help kind of get this a little more organized for her and maybe create like a little get ready skincare zone over here for her, so that's more enjoyable. And then this cabinet here, we can just quickly organize. It's really not that bad over the toilet. And then as you come in, I'm gonna get to this part in just a second. Annie said that she feels like her space is kind of like a jail cell, and we're gonna fix it. So she has this really nice sofa, and she just said it was her mistake. She got everything kind of gray, so it just kind of blends in, it falls flat, and it doesn't really do much to help brighten up the space. Her concern is that she wants to make the space brighter, which is very hard to do whenever you don't have any natural light. She started brightening up the space by putting in plants, which make you happy, and especially whenever you can't have direct sunlight in your space, plants really help give you that life. And then I brought this one for her today. We're gonna work into her space. Another thing I noticed is that this is what I'm most nervous about and why I'm kind of like, oh, I'm not really sure what to do. Her whole wall is tile, and this is really lovely tile. It's definitely a good investment for the landlord. This is going to last for a long time, but so it's just, there's like a few setbacks. I have some ideas that I'm thinking about, but we also have some furniture that's not screwed down, so I want to fix that. And then this area right here, it doesn't seem like it's really functional for her. This isn't really accessible for her. Like, you have to kind of put your arm down here, and then she has all of the storage. So I think we can make this look better, and it's not a ton of clutter. I think this amount of clutter is completely manageable, and this is a very realistic amount for every person to have in their house. So we're gonna work on this. This is a bar, actually, an island for your kitchen. What I've noticed is there's not really a place for like her and her friends to hang out. They could hang out there, but it just isn't very cozy. So we're gonna work on trying to put this back for the kitchen area for her. And then she loves her bed, which I think is really cool because of the amount of storage that comes with it. It's a lifted bed, and it really helps in this space actually because the ceilings are really high. Gray definitely doesn't help with the gel vibes that we have going on, so we're definitely going to swap this out. And then we also want to incorporate a lot of plants, which she has a bunch over here too. She also has these beautiful stools that I would like to use in some way. This is where she does her makeup, and she said that she uses one stool as a table, maybe sits on the other. And this is sort of a makeshift closet. To access it, you sort of squeeze through the wall and the bookshelf here. And I like that she has her own space for a closet. I think that was pretty creative. She's tried to contain everything in baskets, but she said it's not working for her. And I do love that she has matching hangers for everything. My initial thoughts when I come in here is that we definitely have to warm the place up, literally by putting a rug in here, because with tile walls in the winter and then floors, she does have heated floors, I believe. I can't see where, but in the winter time, the tile is going to be extra cold, so we definitely need to physically warm the place up. I want to create a space for her that she feels inspired by, that she's excited whenever she comes home, and a place that feels like her. It feels more like a bachelor pad. We gotta make this space feel more like Annie. In complete honesty, I don't quite know what to do with this space. So anytime I'm doing an apartment makeover for anyone or for myself, first I do clean, declutter, and organize my space, and then I want to figure out what it is that I need to get for the space, what I want to change, because when you follow those first 3 steps, you really start to see your apartment in a new light, and it's only then after I complete those steps that I have a really good idea of what I need to do next. And what I love most about that is that it keeps me from running to the store and buying things unnecessarily. Today what I want to do for her space is start with just a little basic cleaning, and I really want to get her kitchen organized. That's something that we can master today, and hopefully the bathroom too. So she's not here either, by the way. She's at work and I'm in her space. Not to be cliche or anything, but I definitely traveled from my house in a suitcase full of organizing things and cleaning stuff. I also brought this plant. Always bring this cleaning product. This is the Attitude Cleaner. It works so well. Their bathroom cleaner, I have that at home also, is amazing. I highly recommend this brand. Love this stuff. I'm not quite sure what's going to fit, so I grabbed a lot of these just in like different sizes to see what's going to work. So I'm trying a few different things today, and then I'll take inventory and come back with everything for her kitchen later. We're gonna see if this can work for anything. I brought these, but her refrigerator is kind of small, so I'm not sure if that's going to work. I brought my label gun. This is the Motex. I love this little guy. I bought some extra label tape. We have some different guys for the bathroom. I wasn't quite sure what size we were going to be working with. Just a lot of variations to see what works. These are little shelves, so I wasn't sure if we could use these for her spices. Really, I'm just trying to get a feel for the space. Wanted to try these to see if they fit in our cabinet. Tape, so I can tape out furniture. Our measuring tape, super glue, because you always need super glue, and a little rack. What I'm gonna do is just try all these different pieces in our cabinets because they're kind of a weird size, so I'm not sure what's going to work. You always have to organize for the space you have, and I want to make sure everything fits perfectly in our space. That's why I brought a wide variety of things today, so I'll come back with all the right stuff later. Before we get started, if you like this style, like kind of seeing the whole process, more vlog style, let me know. I'm really open to making whatever kind of videos you guys want on this channel. Just let me know. I'm gonna start by cleaning her kitchen countertops. Wipe everything down. Then I'm gonna start taking notes of things that I want to come back and get for her apartment, and take all of this stuff out and try and reorganize it. I mean, she has medicine up here. These are pots and pans. She has breadcrumbs, her compost bags or trash bags, not sure which one. So we've got a lot kind of going on. There's no real system here. And then here's mostly food for her. So I'm gonna start by cleaning up the space just very quickly. It's only gonna take like 2 minutes, and then pull everything out and reorganize it. The outside of the cabinets too, I feel like this is a part that gets forgotten. Anything that's right by the door, you just want it to be clean right when you walk in. Like anytime I go home and my entryway has shit everywhere, because sometimes it happens. If I have a million boxes there, it immediately stresses me out, and that's not at all how I want to feel when I walk into my home. These are my favorite homes to work in because she doesn't have a lot of stuff. Cleaning up is so quick because our space really isn't that messy. I want to show you the power and the magic of cleaning, decluttering, and organizing your house, because it is a free makeover that you can do. It is the best thing that you can do in your home to make it feel better in one day. I just wiped down her cabinets and it already just feels so much better, and got rid of some of the extra stuff that was hanging out. Look! I don't know if you can tell on here, but it's already looking better. This is like my trash. So now I'm going to start by taking everything out of the cabinets. This is going to be a little process, and get them out, wipe down all of the cabinets, and then try and reorganize quickly for her. You know you're starting to find your groove when that Taylor Swift comes out. It's the best cleaning music. Actually, I feel like I'm getting inspired by our space just by cleaning. That's so weird. I was standing outside waiting for you. You were always taking time, baby. She probably, because there's so many things in there, didn't realize that she had 2 of these already. It's common. I do the same. So here we have, this is a face mask, which has really great reviews online. Very affordable. Gotta try that soon. Next to some batteries. So I'm gonna move the batteries. We're gonna make this more of her utility shelf. And we have cold and flu medicine. So I think we're gonna put that over here too. Bug spray. Take these guys out and move them over here. The problem we're running into, these are too big. Oh my god, it's just barely too big. Shit. Okay, so at this point, everything I brought is too big for these shelves, so I'm just trying to put them where they should go. So we have mostly grains up here, some flour, and then just canned goods, some extra stuff down here. Next, I'm going to look through this drawer. Okay, for this drawer, I went ahead and left this in here because it is working to divide it. So I just put what spoons I could in here. I typically don't like to have these out on the counter, but she has really good counter space that she's not using. So I think that in this case, it will work. I see how she tried to contain everything here. I like that. And typically that works. But I think I'm gonna go ahead and change this space later. So I'm gonna go ahead and take this blue basket and try and use it over there, just because I think it's going to work perfectly. And if there's any screws, they're not gonna fall through the bottom because this has holes here. So I think this will work pretty well. I think this is tea. It's in German, so I'm her spice shelf looks so much better, and all the spices are there instead of being kind of everywhere. They're all rubs and spice, and then down here we have more of the herby and basic like salt and pepper. So these she actually had double of, so I combined what I could and I put those two back here. And if you're watching this, use these first, and then you have more here. So I'll put some little labels here actually. I will come in with one more of these next time I'm over here so that everything stays on there perfectly. And then down here we have her medicine in this basket and household stuff from here, and these were used from her closet area. Take a couple more and use them for under the sink. I'm really destroying her closet, but I'll put it back together soon. And then under her sink is where we'll contain all of her kind of cleaning products and trash stuff. Ah, I see this is where she keeps her sunflower oil. Yes, it's a little bit of a grungy job, so I'll be back. Okay, now we have a very contained and organized, much more appealing. We have laundry here, floors, cleaning, and trash bags. Now we're gonna try the fridge, see what we can do rather quickly. Okay, we're gonna give it a quick clean, take it out, and try and rearrange very quickly. And fridge is done. I didn't even use any containers in here. Just got rid of stuff that had gone bad. Cleaned this out for her and kind of put it all in the same spot. These are condiments now. Produce in this drawer down here, cleaned it out. We have some sweets, and then these are either from delivery orders or she just really likes them. So I put those here for her. It's just very simple for her to get to. So it looks so much better. All I did was clean it. We decluttered what needed to go, and then we kind of organized it. Okay, so now look, it's all getting together. This I'm coming back for another day, probably Friday. Oh, I needed to clean that one sauce. So we're gonna try to get to this, see if we can tackle this space and just move stuff around, get it where it goes. Cleaning, you know? All right, so this is what we have so far. I'm gonna see at the store tonight or tomorrow. They have some that fit in here perfectly, and I think that might just be a better option for her because she needs this space. I don't really like that, it's too bright. So tomorrow I'm gonna contain all of this, but look, it feels so much better. If you can't tell that it looks better, it feels better, and you're not afraid to open. Oh shit, I've got to figure out this also, my bad. So it's kind of jammed in there, but it's really our best option. This is so much better. That, and then we'll do a better, slower tour later. So we have that. This is better. It's kind of floating around. And then here. So much better. And so we need to put a trash can down there. I'm making a list of what I need. We already took measurements, but now I'm gonna need to get a couple more. Sugar, flour, we've got a bunch of rice, panko, breadcrumbs, 2 kinds of rice, spaghetti. We need some kind of candy jar. She likes candy. Just a little bit, not a lot, but a little bit. Not a lot, but a little bit. Okay, tea. Okay, I'm gonna try and do this in 15 minutes. I'm gonna try and clean this up and go through her cabinet and just quickly organize. When I come back, I want to make sure I have everything I need for both of these areas, and I just really want to finish this. So 1 second. Let me just show you because I'm going to go quickly. So I'm going to clean all of this up. We're going to make it nicer, more appealing, and then go through this. Okay, so I did what I could with the time I had today. It already looks so much better. It's shinier. I washed on some of the product and just organized it here and cleaned this. This doesn't look completely better. I'm leaving her with homework though tonight, and the homework is going to be, I didn't want to get rid of anything in here because I wasn't sure if she was using it or not, and I think some she uses for a job. So her homework for tonight is to go through and get rid of anything that she doesn't use, and then we'll be able to kind of better organize this space. But there's a really weird shelf, like it's hard to set things in there, so I can see why that's a little bit of a problem. Okay, so we'll close that. for tonight. That room is done, and then the kitchen is at a good stopping space. So it's kind of hard for you to see on camera, but it feels better whenever I walk in, and then mentally it's just helping me figure out what to do next. So unfortunately, none of the organizers that I brought today would work. They were all way too big. So look who came home.
It's me, the person who lives here.
We actually haven't met in person, but you trusted me to come into your house today.
No, I honestly, I want you to move in with me, honestly, please.
Do you actually notice the change, like in the kitchen and bathroom?
It's like a lot cleaner.
You know your homework?
Declutter, so there's that lovely pile of random miscellaneous things over
I thought
there.
these were sandpaper. This is sandpaper in her room, but it's actually for your skin, which
It's
is
like
very
when-
Korean. It's
when
like the
you-
jjimjilbang,
Oh, really?
dead skin.
Yeah, it gets
Yeah.
rid of your dead skin, but also hair.
Oh,
Yeah.
that sounds like it would hurt.
No, it makes your skin super, super smooth.
Really?
You can take one.
I'm gonna sleep over there.
And then bathroom, just get rid of like the 10,000 empty.
She admitted she's a skincare hoarder. And then we're gonna come back and tackle the rest of it.
Yes.
And we did find out the furniture, I thought you were just picking blue, but actually it's from the landlord.
Yeah.
I think it's his favorite color. Did he pick those stools?
He did. I gave him like the vibe.
What were your vibes? I'm curious. I'm trying to figure it out too.
I know skincare clinic vibes. And then the only thing that's actually mine is the couch. I had a lot more color in my other apartment, so it was fine to have like a grey couch. But incidentally now,
Everything's
like,
great.
even the bedding.
I did think a guy decorated it. What is this?
I don't know.
Oh, was that here? He brought that?
This is like, well, this is like connected
Oh.
to the wall.
Weird.
Well,
Okay,
he did
so that
say-
has to stay. This is not furniture.
Well, yeah.
I'm going to wrap up now. This is the end of episode 1 of how many episodes, I'm not sure. Until we finish, I'm gonna come back on Friday and finish the kitchen, make sure she's gone through the piles and the bathroom, and then my idea is to work my way forward. It was great that we could talk about some of the stuff. Now I have a better understanding. And I'm gonna come back on Friday and really tape stuff out and figure out where everything should go. So, are you gonna start posting regularly on YouTube again?
Yes.
Yes, especially after your space is really beautiful.
Yeah.
You want to. And your lighting is actually really nice. I also found, I was gonna ask you about this, Amazonian face clay, which is a mask for your face, was
yes.
with the canned goods. I was just wondering if you like eat beans and do your face at the same time.
No rhyme or reason. It's just
empty space.
yeah, exactly. That it had space.
Oh, there we go.
Put it there.
I moved it back in the bathroom with all the other face products. So if you need it, it's not by the beans anymore.
Great.
Well, I'll be back on Friday while you're working. I will creep back into her house. I'm not really sure, honestly, what's going to happen at this
I'm
point.
excited. So.
Yeah. Well, thanks for watching. We'll be back next time. Bye.